Hi everyone, my name is Ali Raza and I'm the founder and CEO of Max Dental Marketing, and today we are going to be talking about engaging your patients beyond appointments. Now, most of the times, dental practices are most concerned about acquiring new patients with online marketing or any other channels and then bringing them in the dental practice, making sure that they arrive on time, they get the procedure done, and once they are out of the dental practice, there is a disconnect. What we want to propose in this video and explain and take a deep dive on is that we need to make sure that we are engaging beyond appointments. And that means trying to constantly be in touch with your patients, your potential patients, the connections of your patients, and any referrals that your patients might have. I will share 4 tips in this video, and those tips, when implemented within your dental practice, will start engaging your patients beyond just the normal procedures that they will have once they come in. The first point that I recommend our dental practice owners to go about is make sure you have built your social profile. So you have a social profile, you should have a social profile on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and LinkedIn. Once you have these social profiles, it is highly recommended to start posting content. May it be short content, but it should be valuable. You need to post valuable content on these channels, something like daily tips, how to make sure you have got healthy teeth, how to make sure you're constantly improving your oral health, how to make sure your kids have a healthy dental hygiene. Monthly newsletters is a great way to stay on top of the minds of your patients. If you can manage somehow to come up with a system in which you are getting information from ChatGPT or any other channels and then put it up in a small basic newsletter and push that newsletter to all your patients, this will be a great way in order to engage your patients who can be constantly reminded about the presence of your dental practice. Now, most of the times, dental practice owners say, Ali, it's a pretty tough job to compose a newsletter and then perfect it and then send it across to all my patients. What we recommend is either you can hire a dental agency who can do this on your behalf, or you can use ChatGPT to get this data and send it to any designer, and that designer can create a simple newsletter for you, and you can shoot that newsletter to all the subscribers that are present in your dental practice. Now, it is extremely essential to make sure that every single patient who's coming into your dentistry must fill out the form or must fill out the digital information whereby he or she is sharing their email address with you. If you don't have your email addresses of your dental patients, it is extremely difficult to engage them on any platform. Valuable content that you want to post on these social media channels can be tips, preventive care, and any latest dental treatments. We've seen with dental practices that they are really focused on making sure that if a new patient has signed up or if an appointment is already set, they make sure they call them and make sure that the patient comes in. We recommend creating a long-term engagement plan, one in which patients can be reminded 6 months down the road, 1 year down the road, or maybe 2 years down the road, because dental procedures are not just a one-off thing. With eating habits of people, they would require dental treatments maybe after 6 months or maybe 1 year. It depends on the type of patient who's coming in. So we highly recommend that you should have a system in place in which you should be sending out customized reminders on text, email, phone calls to make sure that your patients are constantly reminded about any upcoming treatment plans that they should get. These targeted reminders can be very easily automated with a lot of dental CRM. So there are options on engaging any dental CRM. We can do a dedicated episode on selecting the right kind of dental CRM based on your requirements. But for now, if you don't have one, what you can do is you can use simple Excel spreadsheets, have some kind of a basic formula in it, and that can segment all the patients. So for example, if you've got patients who went ahead and got a root canal, you can have them in one section of the spreadsheet. Somebody got an orthodontic treatment, you can have them in another sheet, and so on and so forth. Then you can start following them up based on the dates and the periods of time that you and the doctor can decide. The other point that we recommend our dental practice owners to use is follow up on complex procedures. So for example, if you have a patient who came into your dentistry and they had something complicated, something like a dental implant or an orthodontic procedure, it is always recommended to have someone from your staff call them 3 to 4 times or 2 to 3 times depending on the need. So these calls or these SMS messages will constantly reinforce the fact that you care about the treatment that is being given by your dentistry to all your patients. We strongly recommend our dental practice owners to engage in dental health webinars. Webinars are the most cost-effective ways to engage your existing patients and any patients who they can refer, or any patients who are potential patients who can then engage to your dentistry. Conducting a dental health webinar is not so difficult. It's not rocket science. Why? There are so many services out there that can simply amplify, broadcast, and engage a lot of patients in your local area. You can have those patients come into your webinar, and in this webinar, you can share tips like cosmetic dentistry, how to make sure that your kids have the perfect dental health, how to make sure your kids are consuming the right amount of sugar, or anything that can affect the dental health of your kids. Once you've started positioning yourself into webinars, your dentistry will start building its authority and it will become a source of valuable dental content in your local area presence. You might think about, okay, if I am doing a webinar, who is gonna come into it? You need to make sure that your agency should know about these webinars 3 weeks in advance, maybe a month in advance, and they will start running Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, and ads on all social media platforms about any upcoming webinars from your dentistry. That's it for now. Stay tuned for more information and more helpful videos to take your dentistry to the next level.